Hello and welcome to another video. That was unnecessary, I just felt like doing it. Today is going to be the first vlog of 2026. However, it's going to be my second attempt at filming this because I tried to film it last week and last week just was not a good week. So we're filming it this week, which is the second full week of 2026. But this is going to be a little like getting my life in order, getting a routine for the new year. Just a few days. Today's Sunday. I anticipate maybe filming Sunday through Wednesday, so not a full week, mostly because this has to go up on Saturday. But yeah, welcome to this little getting my life in order because I tried to do this last week and my life was in fact not in order at all. So yes, I plan on today working on I'm doing a bullet journal this year. So this was I really need to set up my start of year pages. But this was my page for last week. I'm doing like a weekly dashboard and then I've started setting up this week's, but I need to really like lock in and do it. So I need to do that today. I need to update my reading journal today. I need to do some work in my other reading journal today. Lots of journaling today. I need to continue filming for another video, which is a very exciting video that I'm not going to tell you about because part of me is worried that it's actually not going to pull through like I think it is. So on the off chance that something goes wrong, I don't want to tell you about that video. And it's not all that exciting for anyone other than me. So like, don't get your hopes up, is what I'm telling you here. Is there anything else I need to do today? I want to work on some knitting. I would like to do a little bit of cleaning because as you can tell, not clean. So yeah, those are the goals for the vlog. Now with it being the new year, oh, I also kind of want to set up a Notion. I have a Notion, I just want to like reinvigorate it. That's not the right word. Like refresh it for the new year. So now that we've got those out of the way, shall we discuss my new year goals? Because those I have written down, almost. This is my new year goal page and I stole this off of Pinterest, well, some of it. So I have no idea why my face is red there, just like ignore it because I am. I'm gonna put a picture for each goal. Here are my goals. And then this is what I saw on Pinterest was they wrote their goals and then they wrote like the habit to like make their goal a reality. And I really like that. So I just need to like confirm what I want those habits to be really. I also need to erase all the pencil marking on this page. So I have 8 goals written on here. One is get a job, please. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there's an Amazon delivery driver like on the other side of the street from us and he was singing. I hope you guys heard that. That was so good. I love that man. Okay, get a job. I want to start a Substack, which hopefully I'm gonna do a little bit of in this video. I already have my first post like almost done. I just need to do some editing and stuff and then make a plan for future posts. Vendetta Craft Market. Just keep that in your head. Finish all the crochet and knit whips that I came into this year with, which is a lot. Get my physical TBR down to 50 books. So my physical TBR, you can't see it, but next to that shelf, the one you see, the last one you see next to that, I have another skinny shelf that's the same size as this one. That's got my whole physical TBR on that. I want to get that down to 30 books, but I want to read, it's at 70 and I want to get it down to 50, but I want to read 30 from that, but I'm going to buy books and maybe not read them all. So 50 is like, essentially means that I can buy 10 more books that I don't read as long as I'm still reading the 30 book. Yeah. The math makes sense to me. I don't know how to explain it to you, sorry. I want to draft another novel. He's still singing. He drove one house down, he's still singing. I want to run another half marathon. And this one is the most out there for me. And I mean out there. I want to go on a date. I'm 21. I've never been on a date. I don't know anyone here at all. So that's that. Those are my goals for the year. And in this video, we will hopefully be working on one, writing down the habits in this book, but two, integrating the habits into my life. I don't know what the habit is gonna be for going on a date, leave my house. But yeah, those are my habits, my goals. And now I will also go over what my weekly dashboard looks like. I will talk you through week one's dashboard. So on one side I have my priorities, so it's a list of like the top things that I want to get done that week, and then my tasks below it, which are also things that I want to get done that week, but like they're not the top items that I need to strive to have done that week. You know, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's fine, because it's my journal. It just has to make sense in my brain. And then the other side is more of a tracker page. So I have, I believe this is called the Alastair method, how I did this. Also, it's really windy, if you can hear that. I'm sure you can. I stole this from Joshua Corinne. I don't know where. I'm assuming it comes from someone named Alastair, maybe. But I have habits, so you set up a spot for every day of the week, and then you put a dot when you do it or when you want to do it. So like my habits are, at least for last week, I may change them a little around every week. Apply to a job, do online classes, go for a run, update my reading journal, clean my room, wash my laundry, put my laundry away, because putting my laundry away is like my biggest task. Like I can't do it, so I put it separately from like just doing laundry. I just wash laundry and put it away, and drink 2 bottles of water. And then I have a page for social media for when I post on my Instagram and Book Talk and book, you know, all that stuff. And then the one below that I have marked as crafts, but I think I want to mark it as hobbies, because not all of them are like crafting. And then that's going to change every week based on what I'm working on. And then at the very bottom, I want to make a little graph of my screen time, because I'm trying to get my screen time down. So that's what this looks like. And now I'm going to work on my dashboard for this week, so I can have that. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Work on that. And, you know, do something. Watch something, listen to something, because I can't just sit here in silence. I can't. Okay, let's work on that and be productive. Remember when I said the wind was really bad? The power is out now. I feel like I'm back in New York. We had power outages because of the wind so often. Crazy. Anyways, the power does not affect my journaling, so I'm gonna finish that up real quick. Hello, so it's been a little bit. I've done a little smidgen in my journal, and by that I mean I drew this graph, and I added my habits. I just need to erase the lines that I have, and then I did this. So it's got my priorities, which are list stuff on Etsy, work on a scholarship, clean my room. Those are my priorities that I would like to have done. I also want to work on journal pages, work on one of my reading journals. I want to work on some crochet things that you will know about sometime. And I want to work on my Substack, and then just my habits and hobbies. And I was really planning to apply to jobs now, but the power's still out. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna work on a craft, which is this metal dragon. He's almost done. I just need to do his legs, but he's taking forever, and it's literally the most painful thing to do, because it's metal and nothing came in this shape. It was all just flat, and you're trying to make perfect circles, and it's just a lot of work. So it's taken me like, that's gonna fall out. That's really fun. It's taken me a really long time to get through this. So I'd like to, by the end of this week, have him done, in theory. We shall see if it'll happen. So that's what I'm gonna do for a little bit. See if power ever comes back on, because I do need to apply to jobs today. I can pull up my hotspot, but I'm gonna try to avoid that. if I can, because I'm like, what if something cuts out in the middle of an application and then I lose everything and then I'll just throw a fit. So that's the plan. Hi, it is the next day. I don't think I updated you at all yesterday after my dragon. Oops. But we are currently sitting in bed under my heated blankets because I'm freezing. For no reason. I don't really know why I'm freezing. But yesterday I finished my dragon, which I'm very pleased about. You saw me put him on my bookshelf. What did I do after that? I applied to some jobs. I worked on my reading journals. That's kind of mostly it. I was kind of pooped. I told myself I was going to go to sleep by 8 p.m. So, and I read a little bit of Addicted for Now by Kristen Becker Ritchie, which I don't think I told you is what I'm reading, but that's what I'm reading. I'm only like 150 pages in, so not a ton to say there. But today is like the start of me trying to get it into routines. So I woke up and then my cat wanted to cuddle again, so I got out of bed later than I wanted to. But then I went for a run, just a really quick 1 mile run. I haven't run forever, so I'm trying to get back into things. So just going for a mile and calling that done. So I did that. I showered. Now I'm in bed because I'm freezing. And I am going to do some crocheting. Again, I'm not really going to talk a whole ton about what I'm crocheting right now. That will be in a future video. That'll come out 3rd week of February, perhaps. So that's what right now. Today I want to do a lot of crocheting. There's the end. A lot of crocheting, apply to some jobs. I can't remember if I told you yesterday, but I'm trying to apply to at least one job every day. So apply to some jobs, maybe also pick up some knitting, which I can talk to you about the knitting. Knitting. Reading, obviously, always reading. My goal is to read every day this year, so, which I didn't talk to you about yesterday because that's a reading goal, not like a life goal, so that's in my reading journal, which we can talk about my reading. Vincent's talking. I don't know if you can hear him. We can talk about my reading goals while I'm sitting here with this. Vincent! I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's stuck. I don't think so. But reading goals this year are read 100 books, which I hit like every year for the past many years, so I should be fine on that. I want to read every day, which I mostly did last year. Sometimes I was like, yeah, I'll just read a paragraph and then close my Kindle and call it read. So did I kind of cheat? Yeah. Read every day, read 100 books, read 30 books for my physical TBR, which I did talk about yesterday. I want to read 30 books for my physical TBR, and I also want to get my physical TBR down to 50 because it's at 70. So he might actually be stuck in a room. I'll go get him in a second. And then I want to rate in the full 1 to 5 star rating, just because I like never rated anything below 3 stars. And if you saw my tier ranking all the physical books I read video, there's a book that should have been rated much below 3 stars. I very much detested that book. Oh, here he comes. He was not trapped in a room. He's in my room now. Hi, buddy. Probably come because he sees I have yarn. And then another goal that I didn't put in my reading journal, but it is a goal that I have, is I want to read at least one nonfiction or classic every month and just like expand my reading taste, you know? So those are my reading goals. Now I think we've talked about all my goals for the year. And I'm gonna get into crocheting right now. I'm trying to use up the rest of this skein today. And yeah, I'm gonna get on that. Hello, so it is a little bit later. I did a decent amount of crocheting. I'm playing with my cat right now, by the way, that's what this is. I did a decent amount of crocheting, and then I had lunch, and then I came to apply to jobs, but I got back in bed because it was freezing again, and then Wendell decided he needed to come late with me, so it made applying for a job much more difficult than it needed to be because he was sitting on my lap, where my laptop was supposed to be. And then he fell asleep. And then I managed to apply to the job. And then right when I pressed send, guess who woke up? Wendell. And now we're playing. This was something I was in the middle of crocheting, but I gave up on. And the cats have decided it's their toy now. So I'm playing with him. But I need to apply to another job because this one wasn't. I guess I didn't really apply to a job. I was like doing a follow-up email thing for it. So I do need to apply to another job today still. And I would like to do a little bit of tidying in my room still. And I've got to read and all this stuff and things and stuff. But basically, I don't think I talked to you about this. My goal was to run 3 times a week. And separate from that goal, I also wanted to work in my online class 2 times a week. And my brain was like, oh, perfect, that's 5 days. I run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I do the online class Tuesday, Thursday. So like there's no reason I can't do them on the same day, but that's what my brain says. So tomorrow I won't be running. I will be doing the online class. And my goal is to do that before I do anything else. Like sometimes my brain is like, oh, I'm gonna crochet, and then I put like today I crocheted and I put applying to the jobs and cleaning my room and posting social media things that I should have posted. I put them to the back burner because crocheting is technically also productive. And I'm more interested in doing that, but I want to try and do the online class tomorrow before I let myself crochet. So there's that. But it's only 4 o'clock, so I still have quite a few hours in the day. Are you giving up on me? You done playing? So I am hoping to I've got some laundry I need to put away, so when I'm done playing with my boy, who might be done playing, I'm gonna put the laundry away, and then sometimes I'm just not in the mood to clean, and it's like an awful idea for me to try and push through because then I'll never clean again. So I'll put the laundry away, and then we'll go from there to see what my cleaning brain is at. Maybe I'll do a little bit more, but not a ton. And I'll go from there. He's not done playing. It's a lie. So, boop. There he is. Oh no, he's gonna do that. He's probably gonna start my... Don't shut off my laptop, please. That's always a problem. But, okay, I'm gonna play with him some more. And then go be productive. Hello, it is late. And by late, I mean 6:47. I just went up the stairs and I just immediately decided to start talking. I don't know why. Because I've been chasing my cat. We've been playing. So now I'm out of breath. But I don't really know what I came to talk to you about. I have applied to jobs and I've reached 100 jobs applied to. That is not something to be happy about because why don't I have one of them? And now beyond jobs, I kind of feel like I haven't been productive today. And I don't know what I would need to do to be productive, like to feel productive still, because I have applied to jobs. I went for my run. I made a bunch of stuff for my thing that I'm not telling you about because it's another video. I have updated one of my reading journals a little bit. I have posted a TikTok on my small business TikTok. I've taken a picture for my Instagram, but I haven't posted it. I could take a picture for my Bookstagram, but I feel like it's too dark now, so it's too late for that. I really don't know what else I could do that would make me feel more productive. This is a thing I've been coining, the sundown scaries as opposed to the Sunday scaries, because I reach the end of the day and I have like, what have I done that's really productive? Like nothing. Because I have not had a job. I graduated college a year and a month ago, and I'm like, you know, going stir crazy, like there's nothing. Like, please. So these are my sundown scaries when I like have an impending sense of doom because I've done nothing with my life. So, oh, I need to write tonight. There we go. Oh, you're wobbling, sorry. I need to write tonight because that's one of my goals, is trying to write and work on drafting another novel. So we can do that tonight. That sounds productive. Maybe I'll light a candle. My brother's coming upstairs. Yeah, so writing and reading and maybe knitting a little. Is it a bad idea to start knitting now because I'll never want to write? I don't know. I'll see what I do. Hello, it is Tuesday. It is late in the day Tuesday. It is 12 o'clock, which I guess that's not too late in the day, but yesterday, let's talk yesterday. I knitted and then I sat down to write and my brain said no, and I let my brain say no, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I let it say no anyways. And we did not write. And then I read like 2 paragraphs, and then not 2 paragraphs, 2 chapters, and then my cat said no, it's bedtime. So it was bedtime. And that's how last night went. But now it's Tuesday, now it's a new day, and now we're doing new things. It's late because this morning I got an email back about interviewing for a job. It's only a seasonal job, which makes me have some issues in regards to a living situation. But I have an interview, which is better than I have had in the past like 3 months. So I'll take an interview. I will take an interview. So that's what I was doing this morning. I was emailing with her, figuring that out, and also poking around at living situations. I could potentially do an apartment and then like loan it out, sublet it, whatever that's called. Or I can like be the best employee they've ever had and they want to hire me on full time. Right? Agree with me on this, please. Thank you. But I've done that. But now I need to do what I'm actually supposed to do today, which is do one of my online courses modules. Right now I'm learning about R, which is a programming statistical analysis kind of thing. And my brain was like, no, you don't have to do it today, but I've been putting this off forever and ever. So no, I need to do it today because I told myself I would do it every Tuesday, Thursday. So I am doing it. It is happening. I was hoping to do it a little bit earlier in the day, but that popped up. And then I was trying to watch the new episode of The Rookie, but I forgot that if you're not like watching it when it streams, you have to watch it the next morning. So I have to watch it tomorrow morning, which may then cause an issue for my run. Also, sorry you just heard a noise. But today we are doing this online course. We're doing the online course, and then I am going to work on crocheting some stuff for that secret project. Sorry, I'm being so ambiguous with you there, but you might have figured it out if you paid attention to my hint at the beginning of the video that I told you to pay attention to. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm feeling really good today because I have this interview. which is nice because I have not been feeling really good in a long time. So I'm excited about that. But I'm gonna do this online class. This is my online class notebook. I've been calling it my knowledge commonplace because it's where I'm taking notes for like YouTube videos I watch and online classes and stuff. So we're gonna do that today. And then we are going to crochet things, and then we are going to do my Etsy listings and post stuff on my Bookstagram. It's gonna happen, guys. I'm being so optimistic right now. It's gonna be like 3 o'clock by the time I finish this class probably, and I'll be like, I'm never doing anything ever again. But it's okay. For right now, we're feeling good. Hello. It is, what is it, 3 o'clock? No, it's 4 o'clock. How is it already 4 o'clock? But I did my online class. That one, honestly, it took me like an hour, which was not bad. And then I went and had lunch. And then I crocheted many unfinished sticks. But I used up basically the rest of that skein of yarn, thank God, because I'm trying to get rid of my skeins of yarns. So I've crocheted these, which again, you'll see in the other videos. Sorry to be obnoxious and annoying. Also, sorry if you hear my cat who's chewing on cardboard. It's his favorite thing to do. So now that I've done my crocheting and my online class for the day, I need to take a picture for my Bookstagram, and then I need to upload that and also upload a picture for my crochet Instagram. And then I would like to, beyond that, I would like to post Etsy listings. I think I'm going to do one for my Kindle charms and then one maybe for my heart jelly cat, which I don't know if you've seen. I don't think you have. And then I need to do one for my Mohawk rocks, but I have not put on the Mohawk for the rock, so maybe that'll be a tomorrow task. And then I also need to apply to a job today because even though I have an interview now, I still want to keep the streak of applying to a job every day, because who says I'm even going to get this job? And if I do get this job, who says I'm even going to be able to take it, because it's seasonal and housing is difficult. So those are the plans. Social media, Etsy, job, free craft time. So I'm trying to, like I said at the very beginning, I'm trying to get like a bit of a routine. So I'm trying to do productive stuff, until 5 or 6, and then like do crafting that is not related. Like, this is crafting, yes, but it's productive crafting because there's a thing a thing with this crafting. So that's that. So I'm gonna scroll through Pinterest a little bit and figure out my Bookstagram picture. I have an idea of what I want to do, but low-key I'm really bad at taking Bookstagram pictures. Honest, I can't take them. I'm so bad at them. So let's see. Let's Pinterest peruse. My favorite thing to do. Why is my cat crawling under there? What is happening right now? I wish I filmed that. It was really funny watching him crawl under there. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go look on Pinterest. Okay. Social media posts are posted. Etsy listing is made. I'm just gonna post it tomorrow. So I have accomplished that. When I was sitting down, I was planning to say, okay, now I'm just gonna try and sit and read for the rest of the night, because this is how far in Addicted for Now I am. And the answer is not far. I think it's got almost 600 pages. No, I'm a liar. 540 pages, and I am only 170 in. So I would like to get to 300 tonight, and This is a pretty fast read, so I imagine I can. I'm not loving the blackmail plotline in this book, or, I mean, is it even really blackmail? I don't know, I just like the emotional journey of it. I don't care about the blackmail, so that's why it's been a bit slower for me to get through. But I would like to finish this book this week. So I want to read a bunch today, but I'm going to do a little bit in one of my reading journals, because I'm trying to do a little bit every day, because I'm so far, like, it's not pretty, and I want it to be pretty, and I want to have some stuff done. So I'm going to work on that for like 30 minutes, and then I'm going to sit down and read for the rest of the night. So those are my plans for today, and then tomorrow we will wake up, we will go for a run, we will get ready for the day, we will go to Barnes & Noble and get a ton of stuff done. That's the plan. Now let's see if any of it actually comes to fruition. Hi, it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is a run day. So I went for my run. It was an effort. I spent more time this morning not wanting to go on my run than the run actually took me, because I'm only doing a mile, which takes me not long, like under 10 minutes. Well, just about 10 minutes, because I'm trying to go really slow to ease myself in, so like 9 minutes. So I realized, I was like, girl, you were dreading this run for longer than the run will actually take you. So I forced myself to put clothes on and go outside and go for the run. So the run has been done. I showered. Yay, that's about all I can say. I was planning to go to Barnes & Noble today to go to the cafe and work, because I don't know any other cafes near me, and the Barnes & Noble one is like really big, so I was like, that would be fine. But I have this impending sense of dread and doom, and I could not get myself to go, so I'm staying home to be productive today. I don't know if I told you yesterday when I was talking about getting an interview that the interview is tomorrow morning at 8:30, Thursday morning, 8:30. So I need to prepare for it today. So I did spend a little bit of time already after showering and stuff looking at the website for the place that I am interviewing at. And it just made me so much more excited. It seems like so much fun. Like truly like what I want to do. And I would love to be able to do this full time. But this is a seasonal position and I'm so sad about it. But who knows if I'm even going to get it. Okay, being a little optimistic here. Who knows if I'll even be able to figure out housing. So with that being said, that's what I need to do today, is prepare for the interview. I also need to apply to jobs, because like I said, applying every day for a job until I get one. And then even if I do get this seasonal one, like I might still keep applying, because you know, it's not a full-time job, it's a seasonal job. So applying to job, prepare for interview, more crocheting, because that is currently my full-time job essentially. And what I was planning to do, because I was planning to go to Barnes & Noble, I was like, I need to have a decent amount of things to do other than just apply to a job. So today I would also like to work on my Substack that I am wanting to be started. That's not English. I do want to look at my Substack. Also, I'm sorry if you hear many noises. One of my cats is eating. The other cat is in the litter box right now. So all of them are just in the mood to get me. But yes, so those are the plans today. Maybe also if I have time, writing, but not actually writing, because I really have yet to find a project. I keep starting writing projects, but none of them like are passion projects that call to me the way my finished it's not a finished manuscript because it needs more edits, but the current finished manuscript edition of it called to me like the way that project called to me. So I'd like to just ponder, perhaps. So yeah, I think right now, because I've already done a smidgen of research and I don't want to overload my brain all at once, I'm going to do some crocheting. So I'm going to work on these bad boys. And then I don't know if I'm going to finish all of these. I don't even know if I have enough yarn to finish all of them. So I'm going to work on these. And then we will move on with our lives and do something else. How's that sound? Because it sounds pretty darn good to me. Okay. I'm gonna work on these mystery things. You may know what they are by now, you may not. It doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant for this video. Sorry, again, I'm being obnoxious about this, but it's really what I'm doing. That's kind of my full-time thing right now. Not that I'm actually getting paid to do any of this yet. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna eat my strawberries. I did pull out the one singular energy drink that I have because after my run, I was like, I could just nap all day, really. So a nap may also be in order for me today. Oh, another thing. Yesterday, I told you that I was gonna go and try and read Addicted for Now. And I have gotten to page 380. So I actually read 80 more pages than I wanted to. This one is growing on me. I was not loving the blackmail plotline, but I think it just was there was like a huge lead up to the blackmail plotline, or not to the blackmail plotline because that was at the beginning, but to the actual occurrence. And now that it's happened, I'm enjoying it more. I just feel like there was so much lead up, but there wasn't really any lead up, if that makes any sense. And I don't want to say I'm enjoying the aftermath because that is cruel, because they're suffering, but I like that in a romance. I like the more emotional, like, depth of them. So, and I'm nervous because at the very end of this blurb, I don't know if I should read it. I know it's a blurb, but like it kind of spoils. Has not happened yet, and there's only, I'm in 382. There's only, I don't know, 150, 120 pages left, and that hasn't happened yet, so I'm worried about that and the fallout. But I don't know if I'm gonna finish it tonight. And I think today's gonna be my last day of this video. Maybe tomorrow I'll update you after the interview, and then this will be the end of the video. So maybe you'll get one more update on this book, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight. So anyways, now that we've had a nice long yap sesh, crocheting, eating strawberries, let's do this. Hi, sorry, it's like 10 p.m. and I'm in bed now, but I really just spent a ton of time working on preparing for my interview that I'm still so nervous about, but also I feel good about, but I don't know why I feel good about it, so I'm nervous about it, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to go to bed now at 10, inevitably knowing that I'll be like anxious and won't be able to fall asleep until 11, and then assuming my body will wake me up at 5 because I'm anxious and not able to sleep. And then I'll prepare for my interview until my interview's at 8:30, and then I will do the interview. And then I'll update you after the interview, and that will be the end of this vlog. That sounds like a plan, right? Yeah, I'm stressed, but I need to go to bed. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to bed. That's how I'm feeling. So, okay. Trying to sleep. Let's do that. Hi, editing. Sarah here to tell you that I, in fact, never updated you. But it's Saturday now, so I only missed it by a day. The interview went really well, I think. She was supposed to send me paperwork that's not like confirmed paperwork, but it's like to give permission for a background check and stuff. And then I never got that, but I think it's because their email and their website and everything were down for a bit. So maybe on Monday I get the paperwork and things go well. We don't know. I don't know. But that's how that went. I also did some more work on my knit sweater. Insert picture here. And yeah, that's about it to close off this video. Interview went well, I think. And I did some more work on my sweater. But thank you guys for watching. I know this really wasn't as organized as I had hoped. Didn't get it into quite a routine, but I'm getting somewhere. So I'll take somewhere over nowhere. So But again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys somewhere else on the internet. Bye.